Hello, and welcome to History Bites. Today we will be discussing 5 amazing inventions of the ancient world. The Aeolipile, also known as Hero's engine, was an ancient steam engine that was invented by the Greek engineer Hero of Alexandria in the 1st century CE. The device consisted of a spherical vessel that was mounted on a stand and connected to 2 bent tubes that extended outward. When water was heated in the vessel, steam would build up and escape through the bent tubes, causing the vessel to spin. The Aeolipile was a remarkable achievement in ancient technology, and it demonstrated a basic understanding of steam power that wouldn't be fully realized until much later in history. Hero himself referred to the device as a toy, and it was primarily used as a demonstration of the principles of steam power rather than as a practical tool. Despite this, the Aeolipile was an important milestone in the development of steam power, and it paved the way for future innovations in the field. It also demonstrated the ingenuity and creativity of ancient engineers, who were able to achieve remarkable feats of technology with limited resources and tools. The legacy of the Aeolipile can still be seen today in modern steam engines and other applications of steam power. Its basic design principles have been refined and developed over the centuries, leading to the creation of some of the most powerful and sophisticated machines in history. In many ways, the Aeolipile was a symbol of human innovation and creativity, a testament to our ability to solve problems and push the boundaries of what is possible. It may have been a toy in its time, but it laid the foundation for some of the most important technological advances in history and continues to inspire engineers and inventors to this day. In the ancient world, water was essential for agriculture, transportation, and many other aspects of daily life. However, the problem was how to move water from one place to another, especially when it was located at a higher level. It was a challenge that many engineers and inventors of the time were trying to solve, but it was the Greek mathematician and inventor Archimedes who came up with the solution: the Archimedes screw. The Archimedes screw was a simple but ingenious device that used a spiral tube to lift water from a lower level to a higher one. The tube was coiled around a central shaft, and when the shaft was turned, the spiral tube would scoop up water at the lower end and lift it up to the higher end. The device was powered by either humans or animals turning the shaft, or by water flowing down the screw itself, which caused the screw to turn. The Archimedes screw revolutionized the way water was moved in the ancient world, making irrigation and drainage much more efficient. It was used to irrigate farmland, drain mines and quarries, and supply water to cities and towns. The screw was also used in various other applications, such as pumping water out of ships and in industrial processes such as milling grain. The Archimedes screw was so effective that it is still used today, more than 2,000 years later. It has been adapted and improved upon over the centuries, but the basic design principle remains the same. Modern versions of the screw are used for a variety of purposes, including water treatment, wastewater management, and power generation. Archimedes' invention of the screw was a remarkable achievement, demonstrating his deep understanding of mathematics, physics, and engineering. It was an example of his ability to solve complex problems with simple and elegant solutions, and it remains an inspiration to engineers and inventors to this day. Greek fire is an ancient incendiary weapon that was used by the Byzantine Empire during the medieval period. It was a highly guarded secret, and the exact formula for the weapon is still unknown today. According to historical accounts, Greek fire was invented in the 7th century by a Syrian refugee named Kallinikos. He presented his invention to the Byzantine Emperor Constantine IV, and it was immediately recognized as a highly effective weapon. Greek fire was first used in a naval battle against the Arab fleet in 673 CE, and it proved to be a game-changer. The weapon was made up of a mixture of ingredients, including quicklime, petroleum, and sulfur. It was stored in special containers, and when it was ignited, it would shoot out of a tube and spread over the water or land, creating a wall of flame that was almost impossible to extinguish. Greek fire was used extensively by the Byzantine Empire in naval battles and on land. It was particularly effective against ships, as it could stick to the hulls and sails and continue to burn even when submerged in water. The Byzantine navy was able to use Greek fire to gain a significant advantage over their enemies, and it helped to ensure the survival of the Byzantine Empire for several centuries. Over time, other empires and kingdoms attempted to replicate the formula for Greek fire, but none were successful. The exact ingredients and method for making the weapon were kept a closely guarded secret by the Byzantine Empire, and it remains a mystery to this day. In conclusion, Greek fire was a highly effective incendiary weapon that played a significant role in the military successes of the Byzantine Empire. Its exact formula has been lost to time, but its impact on history is still remembered to this day. In the ancient world, the Romans were renowned for their innovative engineering and construction techniques. One of the most significant of these techniques was the creation of Roman concrete, a building material that revolutionized the construction industry and helped to shape the world as we know it today. The recipe for Roman concrete was a closely guarded secret, known only to a select few in the Roman Empire. The primary ingredient was a volcanic ash called pozzolana, which was mixed with lime, water, and small stones or gravel. The resulting concrete was incredibly durable and long-lasting, even in harsh marine environments. One of the most famous examples of Roman concrete in action was the construction of the Colosseum in Rome. The massive amphitheater was built in the 1st century CE and is still standing today, more than 2,000 years later. The secret to the Colosseum's longevity is the use of Roman concrete, which allowed the building to withstand the ravages of time and nature. But Roman concrete wasn't just used for monumental structures like the Colosseum. It was also used in the construction of aqueducts, bridges, and other infrastructure projects throughout the Roman Empire. The Pantheon, one of the most iconic buildings in Rome, was built using Roman concrete as well, and it remains one of the largest unreinforced concrete domes in the world. The secret to Roman concrete's success lay in the unique chemical properties of pozzolana. When mixed with lime and water, the volcanic ash would react to create a chemical bond that was both incredibly strong and resistant to erosion. This made Roman concrete ideal for use in marine environments, where it was often used to build harbors and breakwaters. Despite the incredible success of Roman concrete, the recipe for the building material was eventually lost to time. As the Roman Empire declined and fell, the knowledge of how to create Roman concrete was lost, and it wouldn't be rediscovered until much later in history. Today, modern scientists and engineers are still studying Roman concrete in an effort to better understand its unique properties and unlock its secrets. While the recipe for Roman concrete may be lost to history, its legacy lives on in the many ancient structures that still stand today, a testament to the ingenuity and innovation of the Roman Empire. The Archimedes' claw, also known as the Iron Hand, was a legendary weapon designed by the ancient Greek mathematician and engineer, Archimedes of Syracuse. The weapon was said to have been used by the Greeks during the Second Punic War against the Roman Republic. According to legend, the Archimedes' claw was a massive grappling hook mounted on a crane that was capable of lifting enemy ships out of the water and dropping them back down, causing them to capsize and sink. The device was said to have been so powerful that it could even pull ships onto the shore and onto land. Historians have debated the veracity of the story of the Archimedes' claw, and it is unclear whether the device actually existed or was simply a myth. However, it is known that Archimedes was a brilliant inventor who made significant contributions to mathematics, physics, and engineering. Archimedes' most famous invention was the Archimedes screw, a device that is still used today to lift water for irrigation and drainage purposes. He also developed innovative war machines, including catapults and siege engines, that were used to great effect in battles. Regardless of whether the Archimedes' claw was real or not, it is clear that Archimedes was a brilliant inventor and engineer who made significant contributions to the field of technology. His legacy lives on today in the many inventions and devices that bear his name, and he remains an inspiration to engineers and inventors around the world. And that is all for today's History Bite. We hope it filled your appetite. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.